I'm feeling right now so grateful for this opportunity because this artist is for me one of the best songwriters, singer, rock and roll artist. It's a pleasure to meet you in person. Last year,
You
the
too.
crazy year.
What, Zoom wasn't good enough for you?
Via Zoom, yeah.
Zoom
But-
was good?
Yeah.
I
But
love Zoom. I was just talking about how much I love Zoom.
okay, you love it.
I
Just
miss
chill in your home.
I miss it. Let's pretend. Let's not look at each other. Let's just do another.
LP, it's a really pleasure to meet you in person.
You too, man.
Yeah, I feel excited for your new project. It's amazing album.
Thanks.
Last night, the 15 tracks in my home, so loud,
Yeah.
feeling the
It sounds
vibe.
like a lot. Like it
Yeah.
sounds like a lot of tracks, but one's a poem. The first one's like, it's a song, but it's an intro. It's only like 2.5 minutes long or something like that. And I don't know. I don't remember. But what is the is I don't. I feel like when I looked at how long the record is, it's not that long. It's like under 40 minutes, or is it?
Yes.
It
yes,
is, right?
It is.
Yeah. So it's like it covers a lot of ground.
Yeah.
Like me, I could do a lot of damage in like 40 minutes.
A lot.
A lot.
A
like
lot.
serious damage. Like 4 minutes actually, but
Yeah.
But this is good.
I remember one thing my mom told me about the two topics you need to take care when you want to talk about that: religion and politics. This album,
don't talk about them?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Take care about that.
Really?
But
Okay.
but you're the name of the album. Why churches?
I just love the word, first of all. Just linguistically, it's a beautiful, like, you got alliteration right in the same word.
Yeah.
I mean,
Churches.
second only to cha-cha,
Uh-huh.
which is an amazing one.
That's right.
But yeah, I think, I don't know, churches is like, for me, had, it just was like, there's like I don't know, I feel like there's something sacred about it. Like, you always conjure up something sacred when you think about it, and so, it was the first song I wrote for this record. It's a, if you want to get really poetic about it, each song is like its own church and its own like thing, its own meaning for me. I think that churches, in general, I feel like for me when I was picturing it, I feel like we all have our own like church inside of us, and that's like where all the things that we hold sacred are, or I picture it like that, and I really like kind of respect and like that everybody's version of that is different, and the song churches, I wanted to bring attention to that song, and when I was writing that song, it was about a particular experience that I had in Russia, where we were sightseeing and going into all these Orthodox churches, and I don't feel bad saying it was in Russia, I love Russia, and a lot of respect, obviously.
You have a live concert.
Yeah, exactly.
Record. Yeah.
For
amazing.
God's sakes, man. I love Russia.
Yeah.
So, but as far as like going in these churches, I didn't really expect it, but like you had to go in and you have to cover your head if you're a female, and I was like, whoa, like I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? I'm like Alex isn't covering his head. Yes. Hell no, I'm not covering my head. It's like just because I don't know. I just like it just conjures up like some of the like obstacle. I know. I mean, I'm sure many women feel like this, like and obstacles and I just think it's like that's some antiquated shit. Like I don't need that. I don't subscribe to that kind of thing. And at the same time, I also respect it. It's just like I'm not going to go in there. It's like I'm like a vampire. You have to invite me in. And I don't really, I'm not gonna like force you to.
Sometimes it's really deep,
Yeah.
Or the persons maybe talk about that inside the churches.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, but I just like feel like, and also, like it wasn't just that experience. It's like whenever I would like be like in Europe and like someone would be like, this church, in like Krakow, Poland or something like that. It's like, this church is like, oh my God, it was built in 1200 AD.
Oh my God.
I just can smell hair burning. You know what I mean? I'm just like, somebody's getting burnt at the stake at some point along that line because of what people that went to this church believed, and I'm just like, I don't know. It's just like, I'm not, I'm not so much condemning it as I'm like, whew, wow, that's like heavy, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And all in the name of God, which I believe in, pray to, and feel is responsible for everything from my smile to like my success. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's all
part
in there
of
for
your
me.
life.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm a very grateful person and everything. And so I don't know. I just feel like I wanted to talk about it and what and I don't want to say redefining. I mean, I don't consider myself important enough to redefine something like a church, but just give it another aspect, you know, like and something that can like kind of make someone feel good and feel seen. Like you know, like that's the biggest thing. I think people need the freedom to be seen as they want, and even their feelings need to be seen. You know, and I want them to feel comfortable. Like you know, I'm like kind of I'm the kind of person like you could literally tell me anything. Like you could tell me you killed 10 people and I would still be friends with you. I'd just be like, I don't know, man. You know,
You never
it's
know.
like I mean that sucks. I might not see you after this life. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna be like the little killer's room and the little nice person's room.
Yeah.
I'm going to the little nice person's room. So,
Yeah.
but I still wouldn't be pissed. You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh man, that's awful. You
It's
know?
like a black on white. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm like, you know, you don't have to be perfect to be my friend. You know, and so I'm just looking for a world with more acceptance and tolerance. That's all, and not from some like I'm some kind of fucking saint. You know, because I got a line of women that would tell you otherwise. No, just kidding. A line of
I love
people
it.
that would tell you others. But I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm.
That's a really good statement for this interview.
Aw. Yeah, like, you know, Julieta says to me, she goes, you look like an angel, but you are not. And I'm like, aw.
Oh, that's nice.
That's so sweet. Thanks.
Cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last night, listening the album, track by track, I feel like a new era of the LP in your life.
Really?
In your life, I
Ah,
don't know.
wow.
It's maybe a good feeling or
It's a great
I'm
feeling.
wrong.
I don't like to get, no, I mean, I hope so. You know, I'm always looking to, like, you know, shed some skin and, like, start fresh. And you know, I'm not one of those people that's, like, avidly trying to be, like, do like a 180 on people, you know? Like, I'm like, I don't know, I feel like it's not my way. And it's like, and it would just be, yeah, it's just like I feel like I feel a responsibility to those people that already like what I do, but also and not some kind of and I don't at the same time I don't owe anybody anything, you know. But I feel like I want to you know I want to keep getting better as a songwriter, and just get you know better and better for myself and get more you know for lack of a better word fluid at like getting to the point and all these things, you know. But I'm just like you know, I do think this record feels like my best yet. You know, I should feel like that. You know, I'm gonna be like, I don't know, it's a couple steps backwards, not that great, so I hope you like it. You know,
Just
weird.
enjoy that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The one that you love. That's the first single of of this album released.
Yes.
Yeah. Why that song? And tell me about the videos. I love all the videos.
Oh, you do? Thanks,
You have a good style. You have a good. I don't know. I love your videos.
Thank you. Why the one that you love first?
Yes.
I think it was just done.
Okay. Okay.
Call Mike Del Rio and be like, hey Mike, why was the one that you loved the first single? I'm just curious. No, it's like no, he's like got a lot of work to do, you know, like
Yes.
half the time. But no, I felt like it was a fun lead off. It just felt powerful, you know.
I don't know. Sorry, LP.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard.
Yeah.
You know, define what is the first single for
Yeah.
maybe put the face of the new project. You know.
Yes, it is, and it's not, you know, and I could like you know, bang my head against the wall sometimes, like thinking like, what is the next single? And I just let people do it. You know what I mean? I try to like not I try to go with like we will confer together and decide like as far as like the territories go, like what's going to be the next single. And I mean also with this album, not to sound like a jerk about like the whole album is singles, but I feel like it feels like every song feels like it could be in a way. Like I mean it has that element to it. It's like I think I try to write them like that. There are definite more albumy sounding tracks I guess, but like I don't know, I just like I'll never know what the right single was, and I don't think anyone will sometimes. You know, you ever like go back and see one of your favorite artist, and you're like, and you know, and they were huge, and they had a big, and you're like, why wasn't this a single? How is that possible? You know?
Yeah.
And it's just a very interesting. It's almost like a science, and I'm just like, you know, like, I try to let the people that I'm not a micromanager. I'm like, you know, I hire motherfuckers to do that. You know?
Yeah, that's a feeling.
You decide, man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna make it, and you put it out. You know?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Cabo.
Cabo.
Yeah, the experience on that place,
The
the paradise.
experience of Cabo.
Yeah.
It's great. I love Cabo. It was so fun. We wrote, you know, obviously you're asking me because we wrote a bunch of the records.
Yes.
And yeah, I just kind of discovered that I really enjoy going on trips with my peeps and writing like from that point of view. I don't know. It's just like a working vacation in a way, and it just opens my whole thing up, you know. And it's like, and it's fun. It's like this like kind of like, you know, I think I do all my best shit when I'm having fun, you know. In fact, I feel like every time I ever went up and down in my career, like as far as like before I really got exposed to people the most, it was like, you know, business people were always like, you know, they would see me having fun and doing all these things, and then all of a sudden they were like, hold it too tight and constrain it, and it would like break my soul, and then it'd be like nothing, you know what I mean? They try to control it and whatever, and then I'd get out of that and I'd start having fun again, and they'd be like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm fucking having fun.
Yeah.
And they're like, we want some. And I'm like, no.
Why?
So
Come
yeah,
on.
just like I have fun writing, and Cabo was so inspiring. I mean, even the one that you love, you know, we were like across the street at a restaurant, and we and there was a ranchero singer there. Just, you know, he was so adorable. He had like his little nudie suit on, and like this hat, a giant dude, and with this little tiny guitar, and he was great. And we went back across the street, and I don't know, we just like wrote The One That You Love, because it felt like just like, you know, I think that song, I didn't have a title for that. I just was like, Mike played something, and I just went, na na do what you wanted, you know, like, and I was just like,
That sounds
oh, you know, it just felt very like longing, like a cry, like a ranchero cry or something. I don't know, to us it did, and so we were inspired, you know, and it was, you know, consistent inspiration there, and the Gonzo Hotel, El Gonzo Hotel, is just so fun. I shot a How Low Can You Go there, and yeah, it's like it's a little cute spot, you know. It's like everybody goes to Cabo San Lucas, but man, Cabo San Jose is a joint.
Yeah.
Dig it. Yeah.
It's for joint.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah, it's the best.
It's the best.
I think Elon Musk is like buying up all that shit over there, like in that town.
Okay.
You know, he's like, yo, this is a best kept secret. I'm about to throw down some money up in here. But yeah.
Yes. Why the white horse in the video? No.
Brown horse.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
White outfit, brown horse.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know, because I didn't want to be like some douche on a white horse, like I'm the savior. I was just like, brown is nice. Brown is beautiful.
Nice. Brown is different.
Brown is different. Yeah. It's just like a brown horse. It seems like, I don't know. I feel like, you know, the brown, like the white horse is like too many expectations. The brown horse is like, he's in there like, yeah, nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Just hanging around, and then boom, great shit. But yeah, I don't know. I just I really I was really psyched about, like, we were talking about vehicles, like as far as like for the record, you know, because it was the first video after the shutdown. It was like May of 2020, and it was very difficult. We were the first one of the first people to make a video like in town at that point, I guess. And Darren Craig, who I love him. He's such a quirky bastard, and he was like, we were talking about someone floated something about driving around in a car for it, and I was like, I mean, how many times have we seen somebody driving around in a car? And I feel like I already did that. I did it in Into the Wild, you know? Yeah, it's just like,
the way.
yeah, hi, like, no. I was like, some other thing. I mean, you know, I'll ride a fucking jet ski.
You're right.
You know, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do jet skis. Actually,
that's different, too. Yes.
Edit this part out.
Ponder your
don't let
list.
anybody know. Yeah. But so we talked about it, and then he's like, "What about a horse? Do you know how to ride a horse?" I said, "I do actually. You know, I rode him when I was a kid." And so he's like, And then we went into this place called Simi Valley, up in the, I don't know, like 45 minutes outside of LA, actually where they shoot Westworld.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
saw the house of Westworld and everything, like
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
and it's just like, it's basically like 8,000 acres that like a Saudi Arabian family owns.
No
It's like
way.
just hanging out,
Wow.
just 8,000 acres. Yeah, I don't know. I was like, hey, can I borrow half an acre to build a house, please? Would you mind? You know,
Wow.
it's beautiful
Beautiful.
countryside, and yeah, so we just like, just rode around in there. There's a little room, so
Nice, nice. Thank you for sharing that experience
it was fun.
too. Yeah. Last year was last year or this year? No, this year the concert in London, the streaming concert in London.
Yeah,
That was great concert too.
I was actually here. Yeah,
Yeah.
August 1st. It was we shot it in
Wow.
LA. We shot it in LA. Yeah.
Wow, that was.
It was fun.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great for, I hope great for people, but brutal for me. Like,
Oh,
I mean, it was just like,
Yeah, you need
You know?
the crew alive.
yeah, it was just like, I was like, oh god, it was like being on live TV, but for an entire fucking show. I was like,
Yes.
wow, this is not my favorite, but I did it for the fans. I did it for Johnny. You know, I was
Yeah.
like, it's like I don't know, man. It's like, that's rough. That shit.
Yeah, that was last year.
But it was fun.
Beginning of this year was
Yeah.
crazy, but we are come back to the concerts. The Corona concert
Yeah.
in Mexico, that festival.
Yeah, you were there.
No.
You weren't there?
No, not yet. But I saw the pictures, the videos, all the behind the scenes in social
Oh
media.
yeah. you saw my butt?
Yeah.
Did you see my butt? Did you guys see my butt?
No.
Yeah. I was showing my
Shaking
my
your-
red suit. I was like, that's right. Alexia Ulibarri made me a suit, a leather suit for that concert. It was super fun. I was like, I had some stuff to wear.
How many
but,
people was there?
I think like 35,000, something like that.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it was dope. I mean, I had to play later. I had.
Okay.
Disclosure. One of them got very ill. Last minute, like poor
No
guy.
way.
And so yeah, they just asked me to go on last. So I was like, all right, hope you're okay with that.
Wow.
And it was fun. It was great.
No, feeling the people again, you know? All the people jumping, singing.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I love that they with the jumbotrons that like having
Yeah.
those at a concert, because I love when the cameraman can like go in and like show people enjoying the show or whatever, and because at least you don't feel so alone.
Yeah, I remember I saw you and at the Anaheim concert, with the cars
Oh,
at the
God.
parking lot. That experience was so different,
Yeah, that was also. I'm glad I can say I did one.
Okay.
Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
And it was fun. I mean, people were great. I mean, my managers were like, people loved it. They were having the best time. They were so excited. And I was like, but for me, it was just like listening to a bunch of fucking cars. I was just like, and you,
Yeah, I don't know.
Ford Oldsmobile. You look great. You look happy. I don't know what to say. I mean, you look good. I mean, I feel good. I feel connected to you.
Yeah. But this is different, So all the cars with the
Yeah.
people, the
Yeah, I mean,
seats.
my lady at the time, Lauren, was like
Yes.
dancing on top of the car. Which
Okay.
Was, which was awesome. I
That was
like,
sexy,
all right,
no?
There you go. That was very sexy.
Yeah. I love it. I know you have a lot of things for the next year. A long tour in all the countries in Latin America. You have concerts in Lollapalooza in so many countries. First time in Colombia with the I don't remember.
Picnic, Estéreo Picnic.
Stereo Picnic
Yeah.
concert. That was the good one in Colombia. It's the
Yeah, I'm
biggest
excited.
concert on that.
Yeah.
He's Colombian.
Are you Colombian?
I'm from Colombia.
Alright.
No,
I have
you
a
are-
bunch of
you're not
Colombian,
joining.
great Colombian friends, and I very cool people there. I remember we started in Argentina with 2 shows in Colombia right away.
Oh,
and,
okay.
yeah, it was like I was kind of blown away, like kind of, oh my god, I'm always like, when I haven't gone to a country before, I'm like, what? Like, how is that possible for like this many people to be, into my music, that I didn't even know.
I want to say something for you. It's special. You are inside the playlist in all the bars in Colombia.
No shit.
I remember saw
Oh,
the
cool.
videos, LP videos.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
take a picture and send to Rocio. Hey, Rocio, look at that.
Oh.
It's LP tonight in the bar.
That's-
What that was great.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I you know, so it worked. I paid some mobster to no. What do you do? You know, I was just like, who did I pay off to do?
No. It's the good music.
Yeah, that's a good music.
Yeah.
That's like a slogan. That's good music.
Tell me about the single for obviamente release the album Conversation.
Conversation. Oh, like la 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 la.
I love that song.
What is this song? Charla?
Yes.
Ah, la
Yeah.
Charla.
Yeah.
See. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I that song was like maybe the last song I wrote.
Okay.
Before I thought I was going on tour,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it was just kind of my last kind of love letter to my ex at that point. That like, hey, let's try to make it through this. You know what I mean? And hoping that it could come down to a conversation. You know, and you know how that goes.
Okay.
Conversation is difficult for me, at least, you know. But it's just like and now I just think of it as a celebratory song of like, you know, conversations with myself, hence the video. Conversations with you know, like kind of like let's like for anything from like romantic love to like just you know, trying to sit down and have a conversation with your friend or you know, two countries having a conversation.
Wow.
Let's get deep.
So deep. So deep. So deep. And I need to say to congrats for the artwork. It's
Oh,
amazing.
thanks, man.
I wanna know what type of bird is that?
That is a type of parrot, and once again, it's a some kind of parrot.
Okay. Okay.
and it's a girl, and her name is Chicken.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Chicken. So original, eh?
So original. I know, yeah. Aw. Yeah, and she had this really high pitched, amazing, you know, possibly mating call. I don't know what it was, but it was ear shattering, and she did it right in my ear as I was like,
No.
I was like, Chicken, no, stop it. She's really cute.
And for final, Mike Del Rio inside
Yeah.
the album. That's
Yeah.
a really good one too.
He
for talk
is
about
amazing. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, this guy's like my partner in crime. He's my, you know, my everything. Him and Nate Campany, we're like a band.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we do these records together. This is our third record. So, you know, I couldn't do it without them. And we really, you know, me and Mike, you know, just as far as like having all the time to like sit together till 4 a.m. and talk and put this record together. You know, him like just like producing. You know, he has a room much like this, like with just, you know, if you go to his Instagram, like he'll be talking about, you know, he'll just like talk like he's just like, you know, been dating a piece of equipment. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Yes.
this beautiful girl right here. She's you know, it's like makes the tone of the this, of the that, of the you know, and you're just like, I have no idea what you're talking about, but made me sound
Works.
good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just like a sonic genius, you know, for me,
Yeah.
and like he really, you know, he knows how to make the music that we make, that even I make with other people, come to life, you know. And so yeah, no, I think he's just so talented, and he's such a lovely guy. And so every note, every sound is imbued with like love also. Like he's you know, we're like we're both Pisces, so we're just like, yeah. Get that watery shit in there, man. Get that lovey-dovey crap in there. We love it. You know?
Okay, that's important too, no?
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. That man, I mean,
He's a friend. He understands your
he
concept.
totally understands. He understands just me in general, you know, and he understands my needs.
Yes.
Mike understands my needs.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
LP, for
Thank
this
you, man. You're the
conversation.
best. I really appreciate it.
No, thank you for this moment. For me, it's so important to meet you in person.
You too.
I feel so fan of your music, admire all your talent, your
you so
songs, your big career
Thank
with like a songwriter. It's a pleasure to meet you, and so successful for churches
Thank
coming
you.
up.
I'm excited. I hope everyone likes it as much as you like it, and
Yeah.
then we'll be in luck. I'm
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you so much.